contract countdown. We are 17 days till the start of the regular season when the Cowboys will be playing the Eagles. So, Shefty, let's start with the Cowboys. Will Micah Parsons be on the field that night? Are they getting anywhere in Dallas?
Greeny, I can't give you the actual answer because I don't know anybody can, but the fact that it's even a question has to give you concern. The Cowboys open the season 2 weeks from Thursday night, and we heard Jerry Jones himself express concern about whether Micah Parsons would be out there. At the very least, he still hasn't practiced all summer long. So how is he supposed to go play a game, even if he does play, with the back tightness that he's experienced? You're certainly not going to get the full Micah Parsons experience on opening night if he even plays at all.
Mike T., you were a general manager in 2 different places. Help me. When the owner is saying, well, the player's under contract and we've done all the talking we plan to do, and Micah is issuing trade requests on social media, how do those two meet? How do we meet in the middle there? How do they get a deal done?
You get in a room and you say you're going to get your average per year of $42 million a year because we know that TJ Watt's at 41.5 Greeny, and then maybe we win a little bit on the guarantees. But this is totally on Dallas. Nothing that has happened in this defensive end pass rush market is unforeseen from Donnell Hunter, Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, on and on and on. So you have to create a sense of urgency that we're getting in a room and we are not leaving until this deal is done, and both sides have to bend a little bit.
I'm so tired of this situation with the Cowboys.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
What was the point of drafting him? Then what was the point of seeing him become what he has become? When you draft a guy like that, you're fully expecting to pay him and hoping to pay him a ton of money because that means that he's an elite player. Everything about this situation with the Cowboys and Jerry Jones, honestly, is annoying. It's annoying to have to talk about, and it's annoying that Jerry Jones goes out and makes the comment that he does about creating headlines, because part of me sits there and goes, they'll get this done the night before the game so they can try and steal the thunder away from the Eagles and their banner-raising ceremony for Thursday night in the opening season, because you can be the star and then you'll get beat by 25 points.
But Dan, as Greeny and Adam just alluded to, like, that ship has sailed in terms of getting the most competitive Micah Parsons. You know, Shane Steichen will come out when 11's on the field. We're going to go no huddle. We're going to test his conditioning, and now this great player is going to be diminished.
Shane Steichen's an injury.
Kevin Petula.
Right. Nick Sirianni.
Nick Sirianni. We know who you meant. Steichen used to be the offensive coordinator there. The point is, I would agree with you normally because everything they do feels so performative. This one feels different.
No, totally. It is different.
It is different.
Right? They made him mad.
It's gotten personal, and they're no closer to a deal, and there's no reason to think that the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons will be able to work out a deal before the start of the regular season. Now, again, it's August 18th, and sides always can come together. But we want to emphasize, there have been zero contract negotiations since late March and early April. Is that going to change all of a sudden? I don't think so.
Who should be the person who's igniting the conversation?
The owner, like the front office, you're the chief problem-solving officer, and to me,
you're
like,
the
you have to
chief
say,
problem
hey, look,
maker.
We got here. We're going to get in a room. You're a 26-year-old superstar.
It's some bullshit.
And we are not leaving until we get this deal done. We have a great offense, and we desperately need you.
All right, let me get to the next situation.
Do we have a great offense?
Because a few days after they play that game, the Commanders will play the Giants. And what is the status of Terry McLaurin in Washington?
Okay, we'll leave it right there. Well, hello, good people and Eagle fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Oh my goodness. We got Gina Dallas Diva in the house. What's up, Gina? I see Lady Libra. What's up, lady? Aisha Robinson. What's up, Aisha? We got Holly Pierce. What's up, Holly? I see Big Spank Dog. Okay. He won't get paid. Tagged, but not paid. Wait a minute. That's next year, bro. That's next year. He already has a contract. Logan Motorsports in the house. Coyotes in the house. Thomas Garrett. What's up? Jimbo is in the house. How's everybody doing tonight? Joe DeMasi. What's going on? Shout out to everybody. Chris. What's going on, Chris? So, we are sitting here. We are the Dallas Cowboys, and I've been watching the Commanders with the left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders versus the Bengals. I see Debo. Debo did a jet sweep for about 15 yards. Jalen Daniels hit a guy deep and ran the ball in. The Commanders versus the Bengals. It actually looks like a regular season game with those guys. Those guys look like they're in midseason form. And Joe Burrow, I'm actually kind of wondering what the hell interception. Cincinnati just got an interception. I'm trying to understand, though, what is going on that they're letting Joe Burrow is literally running around, trying to buy time, running around, trying to buy time, taking a sack, literally being horse-collared out there. They are literally risking his life. Now, I look at these two teams. You know, if you're Joe Burrow, you're probably pissed off because you don't have Trey Hendrickson out there. And you know you've got your offense together. You scored 14 points already right now. And you're looking at these teams that are busting ass. And then you're the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys, which we are still playing Joe Milton this week. They're not even going to put Will Greer in. Not even. Listen. I don't want to be negative. Okay? I don't want to be negative. I don't want to push the panic button. But, you know, maybe this is a good thing. Dirty Sanchez, one of our big-time winners chicken dinner. I got your label printed. I got your package right here. I'm going to put the 2 shirts in for you, and they go in the mail tomorrow, okay? We got you covered. Appreciate you. Aisha Robinson in first place. Oh, shit. Let's see if Aisha Robinson can be our winner. Definitely, Aisha could use a good win right now. I'm watching the Commanders. The Commanders look good. The Commanders, their offense looked real good. Debo, with his big behind, he looked good running. Jalen Daniels, you know, I'm sure Momo is oh, no, I forgot. Momo don't like preseason, so he's not watching. I know. Give Shotty. Logan, I am trying to, but the rumors on Brian Robinson, Vinny, we're still waiting. The shirts, your size shirts are coming in on the 24th. Rumors on Brian Robinson right now, you know, that they're trying to trade him, but they haven't gotten anybody to trade for him just yet. I'm sitting here thinking about my Cowboys, and I feel like we are really kind of dysfunctional from the rooter to the tutor. Aisha, well, your team didn't look bad. You know, if I'm going to ask for preseason wise, I'm going to say Washington and the Giants looked the best, followed by the Eagles, and then in the garbage can, it's the Dallas Cowboys. And I know Cowboy fans, you'll be pissed off because I'm not, you know, being hyped up and feeding you bullshit. Okay? I can't feed you bullshit. What you crying about? I'm not crying. I'm talking real. What are you talking? Boo. That's crying, bro. Okay, Lamar, that's crying. I'm talking stuff. I'm being realistic, okay? It's like when you have to handle something that is difficult. You talk about it and you try and come up with a plan. The Cowboys have problems and they haven't talked about it and they haven't come up with a plan. They still are effing around with Micah Parsons and his situation. Everything, let's be clear. Miss Gibson in the house. What's up? What's to be hyped up about? Jerry doesn't care about winning. Mike is not going to play week 1. I think he'll play, but I don't know how effective he'll be. Because the Cowboys seem to have no problem with screwing up seasons in contract years. And that's exactly what they have done right now. They have screwed up the season in Micah Parsons' deal. With 16 days, 23 hours, 7 minutes, and 48 seconds to go, they are screwing up the season right now. Our defense gave up 280 yards in the first half last week. Now, granted, most of those guys are backups, but the interior defensive line, that's our guys. And our best player won't be in shape. I actually have to start listening to the talking heads that may actually be right. The Cowboys don't care about winning. The same problems we've had. Listen, last year we said, Diggs is coming back from an ACL. Bring back Stephon Gilmore as an insurance policy. Y'all remember me saying that? No. Oh, no. We're good. We're good. Diggs was never right. And then he had Deron Bland. We said the same thing. We need some help in the secondary until Diggs. And then, of course, they draft a guy who's on one leg. Comes back. And instead of getting a guy who has actually had experience in the last season, and Stephon Gilmore, they get Michael Ojemudia. I can't even pronounce his name. Originally, if I pull up his stats here, drafted by Denver and played 21 games. 16 of those games, he played his rookie year. His second year, he played in 2 games in 2021. In 2022, he played in 4 games for Denver. 3 games for Denver and 1 game for the Bears. And the rest of the time, he played for the DC Defenders. We keep bringing in guys. At the end of the season, end of training camp, that have been on a bench at home for a year or 2. Right. Whatchamacallit. That's it's Sugar Daddy. Shout out to Sugar Daddy. That's a great one. Tim in the house. Son of John in the house. What's going on? Joe DeMasi, message retracted. Nothing but the best for us. So here's what we said going into the offseason. We can't stop the run, and we can't run the football. Right? We need a number 2 wide receiver, and we need some help in the secondary. The only thing we've done is we got ourselves George Pickens. Now, I want to be real here, okay? Because as soon as we signed George Pickens, the trolls out there said, Dak's got no excuses now. Dak's got no excuses now. He's got to get to the NFC Championship game or he's a bum. He's got no excuses because he got another receiver. You said you're right about that?
I want to get to the championship.
With the shit, Mike, do you know what we did today, right? You know we have problems in secondary, right? I don't know how much you've been paying attention, okay? Diggs is still injured. The guy we drafted had a setback, and he was injured. He got injured last September, okay? Jordan Lewis, one of the underrated slot cornerbacks, we let go in free agency. And we bring in today, Mike, a guy with your namesake, Michael, we're just going to call him whatchamacallit, because we can't pronounce his last name, who hasn't played in the NFL since 22. We're talking about a defense that gave up 290 yards and a half of football to Cooper Rush, Mike. To Cooper Rush. And you say it's all on Mike? I mean, all on Dak?
I didn't say it was on Dak, but we better make it to champs around the playoffs.
We ain't making with this shit that Jerry Jones is doing. Mr. Hollywood himself, Hollywood Jerry, lovely Linda in the place. Oh, Dirty Sanchez. Shout out to Dirty Nasty Sanchez. You know what's funny is the Eagles think that every single player of the team is a first ballot Hall of Famer and everyone else is their bums. And now they got problems too. And you know what? What's funny is how I get Leo sending me text messages. Hey, I'm on live now. You know, we going after Cowboy fans and everything else. I get Philly 500 sending me pictures of Micah Parsons and other uniforms and things. You know, we got Jerry Jones, who is literally ready for the premiere of the Netflix and everything else to come out. I couldn't give a rat's ass.
Are you going to watch it?
No. Are you going to watch it?
I don't have Netflix.
We have Netflix here.
It's not on this TV.
Okay, well, I can put it on there if you want me to. But it's up on the upstairs TV. It's on. If you want to watch it, I don't want to watch it because that's just putting more money in Jerry Jones' pocket that he's not spending on the players. That's a good argument, Mark. But there is visibly Dak fatigue. But you know what? Here's what's funny, people. You know, I hear you that there's Dak fatigue. You know what? Yeah, Romo fatigue. But here's the thing. Dak is the only thing that's kept us relevant, y'all. Dak, you saw with Cooper Rush last year? You saw with Andy Dalton, did y'all miss those? Guys, Dak is the only good thing we've had going on. Oh, Lordy, Philly 500's in here. Wow, Mark. Season hasn't even started, and Mark is making excuses for Dak already. That's how you know they stink. Hey, Philly.
At least we're better than the Giants.
I don't know that we're better than the Giants right now. I wouldn't know because I haven't seen my starters playing a game yet. Okay. Now, here's the question that I have right now. Dak Prescott's overrated? Dude, what are you talking about overrated? The guy was a 4th-round draft pick, and nobody gives him credit, even though he was a runner-up MVP and should have been MVP 2 years ago. How is he overrated? You know what? I have a birthday coming up soon. October 10th. I will be 60 years old. You know what the perfect birthday present would be for me? Mike, you know what you can get me for my birthday? The Cowboys beating the Eagles. Get my birthday present early. That's all I want for my birthday so I can get these Eagle fans off my back. I am sick and tired of listening to frickin' Eagle fans bloviating about how great they are. 18 TDs and 0 5s in a half a season. Dak will shit 18 TDs in half season. 2 playoff wins in 10 years. Philly 500. Dak is far. Dirt nasty. I think you're right. I think you're right on that one. Dak is the most overhated player ever. No doubt about it. Phil, you're absolutely right. He's starting already. What I'm hoping is that we have no expectations of doing anything, and somehow our team ends up playing well. That's what I hope. That this is all just a mirage to get the Eagles to relax and feel good about themselves. Mark and Dak need a room. Share your love. Hold on. People. How the F are we going to let Philly 500 be the number one fan right now? How can we be oh my God. I can't do a shirt for Philly 500. No. He can't. No. Please, somebody, anybody, Dirty Sanchez, you can't let Philly 500 win. We cannot let Philly 500 win. No. Dirt Nasty, you're right. Dak would be respected so much more if he wasn't on the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go, Philly. Eagles three-peat. Hi, I'm him taking over. Oh, my God. Philly is the champ. I want Tracy to make Philly 500 a special shirt. Holly, you're right about that one. I think we can hold on. I think we can send him this one. I think we could send him this one. How about this one? If Philly 500, no. Actually, we'll do something funny for him. But we can do that one. Upon further review, the Eagles still stink. Dak chokes in big games. Dak still owns Philly. Okay, I got to take a break here. I have to take. Let me. Oh, jeez. I'm running this chat now. Dak has no excuses. I'm just trying to understand. So wait a minute. Let me see. Philly 500. You're saying that the Cowboys team, as currently constructed, is a Super Bowl contending team? That are running game. Wait, hold it. Hold on. You want Woosa. Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. I want you to go ahead. This is no hate. I'm taking off my cowboy blue glasses right now, okay? But here's what I want you to understand with the Cowboys. The Cowboys have known since the end of the offseason that they're going to have a problem at cornerback. They knew Trayvon Diggs is having the microfracture surgery and probably would not be ready to start the season, right? They drafted Savon Rivell, who fell their way, who could end up being a baller, but knowing that he tore his ACL last September. And the chances of getting him to start the season would be slim. And if he were ready to start the season, he probably wouldn't have practice time. So that tells you that we have a problem at cornerback, especially since you let Jordan Lewis go, right? Jordan Lewis, underrated slot corner. We still really don't know who is going to be our slot corner right now. So we have a problem that we've been needing a solution for 6 months. It's a guy like Stephon Gilmore that's out there. You could have brought him in a couple weeks ago and filled the need, right? No. We go through all of training camp where we get all of our practice work with our new defensive coordinator, and then today we get Micah whatchamacallit. We signed Micah whatchamacallit, who hasn't played in the NFL since 2022, hasn't played football. He played for the DC Defenders last year, has had all of 22 games, 16 of which were in 2020 in the NFL. So in 21 and 22, he had 6 games in the NFL. That's our solution to an obvious need. Now the Eagles. Okay. For those who say the Cowboys have no excuses. Son of John. Mark, I figured out the mystery of Jerry Jones. Using the Grammatica calculator, type in Jerry Jones. His number is 660, 6 short of 666. Shout out to you, buddy. Yeah, he is the devil. He is the devil. But seriously, this is a real conversation here. The Eagles right now, when you look at the Eagles offense, oh, God, Philly, cry me a river. Poor little Cowboys, not ready for the big boys. Oh, shut up, Philly. God damn it. Fuck. Okay. I'm trying to have a real conversation here. I'm trying to let people understand how good these freaking Eagles are. So the Eagles have Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, right? 1 and 2. Now, A.J. Brown maybe with that hamstring may not be ready to go against the Cowboys. That's a real threat. But the Eagles go out and they say, we may have a problem. We may have a problem at wide receiver. They go out and make a trade for a guy who's legitimate. You see where I'm going here? The Eagles are proactive, saying, we might have an issue here. What can we do about it? The Cowboys know, Isaiah, go Birds, but I'm a fan of yours. Keep it up. The Cowboys say, yeah, we know we have a problem. We'll just get somebody off the street from Home Depot and we'll plug him in, and they're going to have to play valuable minutes, but that's okay because it's fantasy football, and who needs practice? Practice is overrated. Do you guys see this? I mean, honestly, we have had a problem stopping the run. Mozzie Smith has not been good in his 2 years being here. And in 3 years, year number 3 right now, he's not looking much better. And what have we done to address it? Nothing. Zero. Zilch. I'm sorry. I don't see how you can say Dak Prescott. And you look at this and say, Miles Sanders did not look good. Miles Sanders, to me, I'm sorry, did not look good in the preseason game. And we can say it's all guys that aren't concerned. I guess Javonte Williams is going to be the starter. Maybe Miles Sanders doesn't make the team. I don't know. But all I know is we could not run the damn ball. We could not stop the run. We couldn't cover nobody. And Joe Milton, who I don't still understand why we starting him again. This is Trey Lance all over again. Trigger Trey looked like some bullshit all preseason, but we kept playing him. But yet, Dak Prescott, Stacey White, shout out to Stacey White. Stacey White, explaining is a waste of time. Jerry for 30 years has done the same old thing. Gotta face fact. Shotty has no power and no team. Sorry, it is what it is. Oh, God, Stacey. Stacey, you said in one paragraph what I tried to say in 10 minutes. Shout out to you. You are right. Mark, you're all over the place. Philly, you ain't lying, bro. He has got me messed the hell up. But Philly,
shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
Jerry Jones. You're right. He has messed me and the Dallas Cowboys up. I got to step back for a second here. Listen to this one.
And at home, this time it's Baltimore. Now, Baltimore dusts a lot of people in both the preseason and the regular season. For whatever reasons, Baltimore is the best preseason team in the league. I'm watching that thing early, and I'm like, yeah, it's going downhill fast. But once again, Dallas's defense is a sieve. It's bad. And I got to tell you something right now. they're opening against Philadelphia on NBC, and they're going to be 32 million viewers. This is not going to be open up against Carolina on the road in that 1 o'clock window. So if the Cowboys are bad, it's going to get ugly fast. Everybody's going to be talking about it, and Micah's not going to be playing. He's unhappy. Trayvon Diggs reportedly not going to be playing in the opener. He's not happy, and this defense was second worst in the NFL last year in total defense. So it's a bad unit. It's not terribly deep, and your two best players are unhappy, and reportedly neither is going to play. So again, when you open with Philadelphia, it'll be the most watched game in week one, arguably. It's 30 million viewers. And remember, you've been the last two times you played the Eagles, 41-7 and 34-6. Humiliating. You don't have your left tackle. Tyler Guyton, a rookie out of Oklahoma, didn't play particularly well last year. That doesn't mean he can't be good in year two. That's a hard position for a rookie, but he's banged up. The running back room is weak. Dak's coming off his second injury. So it's now here's, I mean, I don't know. I don't love the hire as a coach. I don't think Jerry Jones has a ton of respect for coaches. If he did, Jimmy Johnson and Bill Parcells would have been treated differently. I think he tends to.
All right, so here's the real question. Here's the real question, and I don't want to go there, but is Brian Schottenheimer over his head? Is Brian Schottenheimer just the latest puppet and shit show for Jerry Jones? I've heard things that I've loved from Schottenheimer when he said that, you know, we're not going to be about slogans, which was Jason Garrett's thing. We're going to be physical. And I've seen nothing that shows physical from guys that are fighting to make a roster. And so he's talking about the next 2 days, we going physical. We getting physical. Gilmore should have been first call they had, but Jerry is still doing Jerry shit. Raymond Walker, how are you doing tonight? Our problem, Jerry Jones, no one else. Need a running game to complement this passing game. Yeah, we gonna be passing the fuck out the football. Sorry, Dad. Let's be clear. I was saying we need to make the games a track meet to make teams one-dimensional so that way our pass rushers can play. It may be a track meet because our defense won't be able to stop anybody. At Mark, you said buddy teams with new head coach. Yes, they do. And I'm saying, I think I'm saying that right now. Thank you, Eagle Drew, Captain Obvious. Of course I've said that. And I said, where is it that I'm not saying the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. Of course they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle even more when you have an owner that's a jackass. Up, Cincinnati with the pick. I mean, seriously. I know Jalen Daniels has been out. But seriously, of course we're going to struggle because of Jerry Jones more than anything else and his dumb ass. I think Brian Schottenheimer wants to run the football, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't know that we got a running back, y'all. Your head coach matches the shirts you made for it. Huh? I mean, I'm wearing a Fire the GM shirt right now. That's what I'd like to do. Why is it that all of the Eagle fans are the ones up here? So I guess I should be thankful that the Eagle fans are here trashing me and super chatting me. When we play our starters, we will know if Brian is the truth or not by week 3. Willie, you are right about that one. Was that a touchdown?
That's a touchdown.
Wow. Okay. Washington started off good, but their second team looks like ass.
Well, the Bengals might have a good backup.
Wow. Yeah, that's a touchdown. That's a tutty.
Interception, but he made
That is a tutty. Loyal Cowboy, we are going back to back. Book it. See how aggressive Cincinnati is? That's what we need to be. Thomas, hey.
And that's their backup.
That's their backups that look like they're going for it. You know, here's.
They actually have a confident backup.
I'm going to say,
They have a confident backup.
I feel like the Cowboys are missing a spark right now. And I don't know if that is Micah Parsons, if he can be the spark that ignites a fire. James Snyder, what's going on? But seriously, you know, they're there. You got Dak and CD and George Pickens and Ferguson. They look good in practice. You know, they're doing good in practice, although they're playing against our defense. So that probably makes them look a little bit better. But it feels like the Cowboys need that spark of excitement. And I think that that's actually Micah Parsons. And what I remember from last year in training camp, oh, Lordy, Bobby, you can't be a member because that means you could, oh, Bobby. Bobby Badinsky. Oh, Mike. Bobby B, we got to send him a pack. We've sent all those plaques that we sent him before. He's now a channel member. I put an application to the Cowboys. I applied for CEO, and I think people talk about the Cowboys now. Wait till they get a load of me. Dirty, I would rather you be the owner or the CEO of the Cowboys than Jerry Jones at this point. Shout out to you. You're expecting a culture change from a coach who was part of a previous culture issues. No, the culture problems are in one place. It is Jerry Jones. I thought things had changed. I'll be real with you. I thought things were changed. I thought when I saw the Cowboys early in this offseason get Osa and Digazua done, I was like, oh, shit. They got that done before free agency. He didn't go out there, get a chance to test free agency. I see the Cowboys go out there, get George Pickens. Oh, my God. They're taking care of holes. This is Jerry Jones fooling us with we're going all in. And he got us. Micah to the Packers. Okay. Well, we do have those rumors that seem to keep going. And we have a rumor tonight from Seattle. A good running back could really... Oh, but see, Coyote, the Cowboys don't believe in doing... We could have had Derrick Henry last year. Derrick Henry. But they said, oh, no, Derrick Henry, that's too much money. Yeah. $8 million was too much. Does just enough to make the news. The news for ineptitude. More with less. Nail you through wrong. Mark never takes it to a logical conclusion. Okay, I tell you what, Philly 500. Philly. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do, Philly. Hold up. Since you are trying to be our number one fan here, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to send you a link, Philly. Since you are the guy. I think I still have your email address. Let's see, do I? I thought I had your email address, Philly. Hold on. I'm the number one fan. Trust me, Philly, nobody wants to see you on camera. Oh, Lordy. Here, I'm sending you a link. There you go, Philly. I sent you a link. I won't put you on. Well, you don't have to put me, because I know you're sick. I know you're sick. First of all, Jerry Jones considers the world talking about the Cowboys a championship. He's an idiot. He screwed up what should have been an untouchable run. Yeah, you're right. Michael, you're 100% right. Okay. Yes, Philly, call in. I sent you the link. Or if you'd rather, call me on my phone. That's all. See, what you have to understand, paying Dak Prescott $60 million a year is the gift that keeps on giving. That's all part of the investment. Jerry, he's selfish with the money. Dingback incoming. Come on, Philly. Here's your chance. You can dog me out without having to do super chats. How about that? Jerry Jones is stuck in the past. He weighs 400 pounds. He's been sick. Yeah, the world is a better place when Philly 500 has meltdowns. That's the truth. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly. We only got 20 minutes left to the show. Drew Sup champ. Okay. Okay. Damn. Hang on. I don't think I have my Bluetooth on. You couldn't call on the thing, could you? Hold on. You're working. Okay, let me see if I got you on the Bluetooth. Let's see. Hold on.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Okay. All right, I got you on the Bluetooth, I hope.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
All right, go ahead. Give it to me. How bad are the Eagles going to kick my teeth in? My team looks completely inept.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you making excuses before week one for your quarterback already. Already, Mark.
Okay.
Already. I'm not bragging about how much we're going to beat you by. You know what's going to happen.
Let me. Okay, no, real talk. Okay, all bullshit aside.
Real talk.
Real talk here. Do you look at my team and my ownership and say that we are actually doing what it takes to win football?
I think that it's very hard to say that when you have a guy like Micah Parsons that is having to deal with what he's having to deal with.
Right. Our best player on defense is not there.
Right. However, they did go out and get you Pickens, right? They did go out and get you some defensive players. They got you a couple guys that were first-round picks.
Oh, my God. That were basically
in other places, right?
In the bust category, son. Yeah, they were first-round draft picks, but they aren't staying around.
You were when they got Murray and stuff. You were pretty excited. What are you talking about?
You know what? Here's the problem.
No, am I right? Am I right?
Hold on. Here's the thing. As a YouTuber, you have to try and make shit sign. You got to sell hope. I mean, we've gone through where we've gotten guys, oh, man, Lawson, man, that guy, he had some really good years back there, and here's how it will fit. You're going to try and give the perfect scenario. You've done this with players, too. You always give the upside and the best, the best that they can be.
Well, somebody has to, because Dan Filio just gives the downside for my team the whole day.
Okay. All right.
Everything's the downside. But my point with you is, in all seriousness, and this is just my opinion, what you're saying about, okay, they're not going out and they're not building a team and they're not all in for Dak Prescott and building around him. And so how are we going to hold Dak Prescott? Like, that's what you're saying, and I get it. But the logical conclusion,
I hear you. Okay. But my thing is this. When I looked at Miles Sanders, did you watch the Cowboys game, which was unwatchable?
I fell asleep.
I literally wanted to put hot sauce in my eyes because it was that bad. Watching Miles Sanders looked like Zeke Elliott 2.0 from last year.
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing us keep putting Joe Milton is going to start again this weekend. Joe Milton, I don't know. He can play in the Canadian League. Okay. My offensive line, Tyler Guyton wasn't good last year. He's injured, and we got Big Nate that's in there. My offensive line is not going to be good, but Dak's going to be running for his life. I can't run the football, right? We gave up 280 yards to Cooper Rush in a half a football.
Yeah.
We can't stop the run. What do you think's going to happen when Saquon gets out there?
No, I know what's going to happen. I know it's going to be a rough place for you.
We don't know who's going to play slot because we let go Jordan Lewis. Diggs is hurt. We drafted a guy in Savon Rivell. We literally brought a guy in, Michael whatchamacallit, who hasn't played in the NFL since 22. And he may be playing valuable time. This is what I admire about your team. When they went out and they signed the wide receiver, traded for the wide receiver, right?
Brown,
when you look at it, you say, well, you got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith.
Oh,
Mechie, right. Yeah. You look at it and say, there might be a problem with A.J. Brown, so if we get this guy, maybe if he needs to, we can have him playing some, right? But this is a guy that we can try and develop, and maybe down the road, he's going to end up being really good for us. We don't do that. What we do is we wait until there's a big problem, and then we go bottom tier guys to a guy who hasn't been in for 2 years.
Right.
And that's the guy that we need right now.
Right.
We need help on our defensive line. I can bet you in the next week we'll sign somebody who will now, for the defensive line, who will be 34 years or older.
Well, yeah. I mean, this time of year, it's pretty much what you're going to get. But here's my question for you though: is if to me, what I'm asking, what I think is if you're feeling like your team, and forget the Dak conversations and all that, but if you feel like this team is not good enough to win, they're not going to be good enough to win, and that the team isn't building around the players that they have, then to me, it's like, why don't you just trade Micah and get a haul and start over? Because the only way they're going to get anything.
I'm not sure I have faith in this crew of taking some picks and turning it into a team.
Well, aren't they supposed to be, that's where their strength is getting draft picks?
You know what? When we hit really good, and we get guys like Micah. When we miss, we get Mozzies, we get Schoonmakers, we get Boss Man Fats. Actually,
right.
in actuality, we got since in the 2000s, we got Tyler Smith that's been really good, Micah Parsons, Diggs, and CeeDee Lamb.
Right.
The rest of it, well, Deron Bland we got in the late round has been pretty good, but that was really 1 year. The rest of the drafting has not been that good. So you got 5 good players in 5 years.
Right.
And you don't believe in getting premier free agents.
No, and if they don't believe in that, the only other option is you got to draft well. You have to draft well. But here's the thing: I feel like our teams are reversed. Like, back in the '80s and the '90s, it was like we were like you guys. We had an owner who didn't want to go out and sign guys and stuff, and you guys would get Haley, you would get Deion Sanders, you would get all these guys. And now I feel like the roles are kind of reversed. And I can tell you, the worst thing you can be in football, in my opinion, is in purgatory, where you're not good enough to win, but you're not bad enough to really get those franchise-changing players.
Well, no,
and that's
actually,
the worst
here's the biggest problem. Here's the biggest problem with the Cowboys is your team is proactive. When you lose a player, you don't look to just replace him. You look to get somebody better. Right?
Right.
So when you ended up getting rid of Miles Sanders, who had a decent season the last year he was there, you got Swift, who was actually, I thought, a better back. And you looked at it and said, okay, we can do better, and you get Saquon. The Cowboys, so you were proactive in trying to make the team better. The Cowboys are always reactive, and there's never a sense of urgency. The fact that you have Micah Parsons, who is a difference maker, you can say what you want about him, that maybe he doesn't show up, but the team is better with him than without him. And the fact that you've gone through here doing this bullshit all off season instead of having him there, being a shot in the arm, being a leader on the field, because you've taken a leader off the field, you've taken a spark off the field, and now you're making everybody answer about how it is without Micah.
Right.
And the reality is, when you do finally pay him, you'll pay him top of the market. So all of this will be for what? Publicity.
But here's the thing, Mark. You're going to pay Micah because that's what you're going to do eventually. We all think it's going to happen. Now you got Micah making big money. You got CeeDee Lamb making big money. You got Dak Prescott making big money. But they're not going to go and get the other guys around them that they need. That's what you're saying, right? The problem.
Yes, they never do.
So then you've got 3 or 4 more years of being maybe a playoff team that you're going to lose to a team that's better or more ready to go, and you're not going to win a Super Bowl. Then you're going to have to take another 3-4 years to rebuild the whole thing. What I'm saying is that's the worst scenario to be in. You're better off just retooling now, so that in 3 years you're an actual competitor. Like when did Dallas make a big mistake? When did Dallas make a giant move and win through championships? When they got that Herschel Walker trade. I mean, maybe it's time for history to repeat.
But here's the problem. That's when you had Jimmy Johnson, and Jimmy Johnson had football people that were doing football things. Jerry was the merchandiser or the marketer and the CEO that was trying to keep an organization that was losing $2 million a year. Since he got rid of Jimmy Johnson, it's been constantly living in the past and trying to repeat that stuff. All true. I mean, not trash talking or anything else. It's been Jerry Jones. When Jerry Jones honestly believes that, Emmitt Smith sat for 2 games and we won the Super Bowl. I think in his mind, he believes that if Micah Parsons sits out 2 games, we're going to win the Super Bowl because he's freaking old and got dementia. Quick, let me get Dirty. Sanchez said, "I'm not going out like Willie Lump Lump." He said that chat is meant for you. I don't know exactly what it means, but dirty is always dirty.
Oh, he's still in my chat. He's still in my league.
Okay.
I'm going to have to calculate the calculation.
And he also has, who the hell is Philly 500 guy in first place? Don't know who this is in my house. This sucker, I'm coming for your cheeks. Bend over, and let Dirty take over. I hear banjo music squeal like a pig boy. Damn, Dirty. Dirty's going for your beats. Go. Shit. Okay, he's taking back over. Thank you, Dirty, for taking back over. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I got to figure out how. I don't even know that. I just saw this whole thing the other day.
The top fans?
These top fan things. I don't know anything about it. I have to figure out how much I'm down by and make sure I take a lead.
Okay, you're down by 600. You're down by 600 points there, buddy. And what we've been doing here is actually my lovely bride has been making shirts and stuff. So she's been, and we're giving those shirts away. So Dirty's already got a couple of shirts, and I'm going to try and slip another one in for you tonight, Dirty, on your package.
There you go. I honestly, dude, I'm telling you, and I know. Look, I troll Cowboys all the time. I love it. I hate the Cowboys, but I'm telling you, I lived through that. I lived through that shit where you're good enough and your owner just wants you to get to the playoffs, just be in there, just be relevant, but not take that next step to win. It really wasn't until Jeffrey Lurie came in, and then Jeffrey Lurie spent 20 years really learning what to do. I mean, all the McNabb era stuff, they would not take that extra step and get that one guy we needed to get over the top. And I think they've learned their lesson now with that. But you're going through that. That's the worst case. I'm telling you, the worst thing is to be in a situation where you know you're not going to win, but you might make the playoffs, or you might be in a playoff hunt. You might get false hope, only to be let down for another 3-4 years and then say, oh, well, we need a new quarterback, got to rebuild. And then there's another 2-3 years. That's like 5-6 years down the road. That's why I say it.
The sad part about it is the Cowboys can't draft quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They're actually terrible at evaluating quarterbacks. Their last two good quarterbacks, Dak Prescott, fell into their lap, mainly because Paxton Lynch deal didn't go through. Then they tried to get Connor Cook, and that didn't go through. They got Dak Prescott as a camp body.
Right.
And it just turned out he could play. In the same way, Tony Romo was a run-drafted rookie free agent that Sean Payton loved, and they kept him on the roster long enough, and he learned and was able to take over. But when you look at what we just did for Joe Milton, what we did with Trey Lance, what we have been doing over and over with these quarterbacks, I don't have faith in the Cowboys getting another quarterback after Dak.
Yeah. Well, see, to me, I bust all the time about Dak and stuff, and I do have issues with him in the playoffs, but he's good enough to win you games in the regular season, but you've got no running game. Now, let's go back a year ago. Let's go back a year and let's say you guys have Derrick Henry right now.
Oh, man. Well,
do you realize how that completely changes everything?
You think?
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying, though.
Even if last year we ended up not being that good with Derrick Henry, and not making the playoffs because Dak was hurt, but probably Dak's not trying to run, because that's actually what led to Dak getting hurt. Was people said Dak's got to start using his legs because we're not running the football.
Right.
But if we had Derrick Henry on the roster now with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb,
right? Well,
it
changes your whole team.
But that's not the Cowboys. So,
no.
Are we doing a bet for this game? I mean, or should I just go ahead and pay you now?
No, you can't pay. You can't give up already. It's week one. You have to at least have false hope for like 8 weeks at least until you're out of it. You got to make pretend you believe you can win. We'll do something.
You know what I'm almost feeling like this whole Micah Parsons thing is? Jerry Jones is trying to find an excuse for why we get beat badly by you guys.
I don't understand it. I mean, I don't get it. Like, why would you want to? Like, I understand he likes chaos and controversy, but he can cause that in any which way. You know what I mean? Why make your best? Like, you saw the pictures of Micah sitting there watching practice? He looks miserable.
Right. And if you're a player on the team and you see your lead dog over there, how does that make you feel? Right. If they do this shit to him, I'm a peon. Right.
Well, and that's why I think it's done more damage to you with reputation, around the league. Players are going to want to get paid more to come there. They're going to not want to deal with Jerry. I mean, it's just like, I don't think that helped the whole thing. I don't know where this thing's going with Micah. Like, at what point does Micah just say, dude, I had enough?
Unless, the only other thought I have is, unless he's thinking in his mind, this helps my podcast. I'm working this with Jerry Jones,
Yeah, well, I don't know. See, I don't think Mike is like that. I don't. He doesn't strike me like that. Like I think Micah legitimately wants to win.
I think he wants,
and he wants to play. And I think now it's like, okay, yeah, this is part of the business. But like, man, it's like if you can't pay one of the top defensive players in what was he, 26 years old?
26 years old.
I mean, it's crazy to me. Like, I understand on some level, a 31-year-old, 32-year-old.
Like Terry McLaurin's situation.
Yeah, like 26-year-old. Like, do you think the Eagles would have paid him 2 years ago?
Yeah, and it would have been like $30 million a year.
I can tell you right now, once the season ends and Jalen Carter's eligible, we'll be getting his contract done.
Yeah, because that's what you guys do, which is smart.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of money in 2029, but that's when the television contract will be ripped up, and there'll be so much more new money that it won't even be funny.
And all those contracts, like Kurtz and stuff, are all set up to rip up and redo. So those contracts will just get redone. Now he knows what he's doing. That's why the league's coming. I mean, the league's coming after the Eagles. They are trying to change how they do the contracts because there's teams that don't want to pay that are upset.
Well, here's the thing.
Probably like the Bengals.
Here's one of those things that people don't realize, and this is one of the reasons why I think Jerry Jones takes his time on these big contracts is when you pay guaranteed money, that money has to go into account, and you can't touch it. You can't get interest off of it. So, you think about if Mike is $150 million guaranteed, 4 months of $150 million in the bank is a whole bunch of interest, several $1 million.
Right.
But it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, other than Jerry Jones is just crazy and everybody's scared of him.
But what I don't understand is Dallas is winning Super Bowls, especially the Cowboys. Doesn't that increase the value of your franchise?
I think you would get a whole lot more selling Super Bowl, 6 rings shirts than you would for be having tours at the Star. I just do.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are the most valued team, right? And then you have it's like the Patriots or something, right?
And that means what to me?
Nothing.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is the Patriots.
What it actually says is you're a fool and your money has departed to Jerry Jones and it's done nothing for you.
But you remember before Tom Brady, the Patriots were nothing. They did nothing. They were nothing. They are valued because of all them Super Bowls and all those championships. Pittsburgh, I don't know. I don't understand Jerry's philosophy. I love it.
But hold on here.
Another 100 years.
No. Here's the thing. Here's what's crazy about it. The Cowboys have done nothing in 30 years, and they're worth $2.5 billion more than the next closest one.
Yeah, because they've been living off the 90s.
And that's what I keep trying to tell people, that we have to move on from talking about 5 rings and living in the past, because that's what Jerry Jones is still getting paid on. His whole Netflix videos thing that's coming out tomorrow is about what he did getting the Cowboys where they were. And I bet you next year will be the fall of the Cowboys, how the Cowboys got to where they are.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to you guys this year if it goes bad. I really don't.
Yeah, well, you know what, son? People think that we really hate each other. Actually, you're like a kid. You're actually like family. I really do appreciate you. Of course. And I worry about you because the other night when you were doing the Eagles game, you were bad shape, bro. You were in really bad shape.
I was. It wasn't like I had COVID 4 years ago. It was way worse. But the only thing about this time is the congestion has been really bad. Like I keep waking up after an hour of sleep, and I can't lay down. I can't breathe laying down. I have to sit up.
Yeah,
so I haven't been sleeping well. I haven't been sleeping well at all. They put me on something called Paxlovid, which is actually it's working. Like I'm starting to feel better now. I still got 2 more days left though, but it's working. So
when I got it, I tell you what, when I got it, they said it was too late for me to get the Paxlovid. My wife got it because right in the beginning of it, she didn't get sick at all. I was sick as a fucking dog. So I hope you and your family all feel better. And I appreciate you coming on tonight and giving us help. For having me. And
we love each other. I hate your team. I hate your love affair with Dak. But I enjoyed busting your balls.
That's all we got, man. It's all we got. It's all we got. What else am I supposed to love about the Cowboys right now?
I'm telling you, if I was a Cowboys fan, I would be like, if I'm not winning in the next few years, then let me load up on draft picks and let's start this thing over. That's what I would be saying.
We only have, and here's all the reality. We really got about 2 more years of Dak Prescott, and then it's over anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Which is why it doesn't make sense when you don't go all in and say, let's go ahead and try and win something now before we have to start over.
Right. Yeah, you should have gotten Derrick Henry. You should have signed some offensive line. Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't know, man. This Parsons thing is interesting to me. I mean, is Parsons going to play if he doesn't get a contract? Is he going to play? Or
at this point, though, even if he does play, he's not going to be 100%.
Well, yeah, that's what he's going to. I think another week, and he's going to be on a limited snap count.
Philly 500, get the COVID vaccine. It doesn't do anything for your face, though.
I don't do vaccines.
Oh, shit. That's funny as hell.
Nah,
All right,
I don't
man.
take that stuff.
Well, you
All
take
right,
it easy, man.
I'll talk to you.
Peace.
All right.
Okay, see. Shout out to Dirty Sanchez, who's a winner chicken dinner again. We appreciate you, dog. Thank you for saving me. Thank you so much, because I didn't want another Eagle to win. Damn, Dirty, appreciate you. I don't know where we go from here. Bobby Schumer. Bobby. Eagles run this chat. This is for some glizzies while you're watching the Eagles stomp the boys. Giving false hope to the... what have I done tonight? I have not given... What false hope have I given tonight? I have literally been doom and gloom. Oh, Lord. You know what? And watching the Commanders' offense, man, seeing Debo running the football tonight and seeing Daniels looking like, looking good.
No, or their backup. They actually have a backup. They actually have a backup.
I am so down now on my Cowboys. Let me say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Dirty, yours is going in the mail. And Chris, who has stage 4 cancer. Chris, yours is going in the mail tomorrow too. I can't wait for the to beat the Eagles' ass. I pray. That's all I want for my birthday. Can I get that for my birthday? Cowboys beating the Eagles, because it's just, oh damn, Philly. Oh shit, Philly's oh shit, he took the lead over. Dirty. Damn. Oh, fuck. Philly 500 is in the lead. No, don't. Philly 500 comes from behind on Dirty Sanchez. He's ahead by 75 freaking points. Damn. Look, Philly 500. Turn it off. Shut it down. Shut it down. Oh, man. Damn. Okay. Prayers for Chris. There we go. Dirty Sanchez did it. Yeah. Dirty, I'm gonna put $20 back in the envelope for you. Oh shit. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna shut it down now, Philly. I'm gonna shut it down. Okay, let me double check and make sure. Dirty Sanchez is up by 900 points. Yes, Dirty Sanchez is a winner chicken dinner. All right, good people. I appreciate everybody. And maybe I'll feel better about the Cowboys tomorrow. Maybe I'll feel better. Right now, I feel like they're about to be some ass.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
Thank you, Dirty.
Good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over, and tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.